So spending patterns over the festive season appear markedly conservative and mostly online. To explain exactly how people are spending this festive season, we're now joined by Nick French, head of commercial at Ozow, an e-commerce company which also provides data on consumer spending online. Thank you very much, Nick, for your time this afternoon. So talk us through increases that you are seeing online in terms of trends this year compared to previous years.
Hi there, thank you for having me. It's definitely an interesting year. This particular festive season, we are seeing people to be experiencing a bit of a post-COVID pinch, but we are very confident and comfortable with the fact that the South African market is actually about going to be 20% up by total volume and spend. And this is particularly down to the shift of the consumer behavior post-COVID into digital channels. And we're seeing some really, really exciting stats coming through, specifically on our platform, but also with others in the market. And the South African customers across the board have got the festive bug, and record numbers of being sold. Data and airtime tops the list. Clothing and groceries are the close second. After Black Friday, obviously the big ticket items have already been sold and bought. And yeah, now we're looking to see what the next wave brings.
It was only inevitable, right, with COVID that we would fully come online. So you also indicate that retailers have noticed the change in consumer behavior, and they've also changed their promotional strategies?
Massively so. So the big retailers of yesterday have hired teams, they've innovated, and they've built out some amazing, really, really useful, customer-centric innovations, the likes of 60/60 from Checkers. Even Netflix, you could argue, is an on-demand service, and it's from the power of your couch. And I think the big shift that's been fundamental to the South African customer is that traditionally these channels were typically reserved for the high-income user. But post-COVID, I think it's democratized that on-demand space, and anyone from Gogos, in townships are now bulk buying and having deliveries. The last mile infrastructure has also quintupled, if not more, in the last few months. So, yeah, it's a very, very great shift to see, specifically in our industry.
A deterrent, though, is returns to online items. How are people dealing with that?
Yeah, look, I mean, there's always going to be returns, and they can be costly, but you need to weigh it up. The amount of time to go back to the mall to return a jumper that doesn't fit, now you can just log it on the app, and there will be a relatively large jump in returns. I think January is the month where retailers see about the largest spike, I think up to 30% of returns. But I think the trust factor is what's important, because if you can buy something and have it effortlessly returned, and the last mile of the South African infrastructure, the drivers, et cetera, and the delivery guys are in fact in place, I think that it is not as big a problem as it used to be.
Nick, you speak of an upsurge, right? Talk to somebody that is looking to get into the e-commerce business. Something always looks easy until it is done.
Yes, that's very true. But what I can tell you is, from a small business perspective, it's never been easier. There is a multitude of platforms out there, plug and play, shop in a box, and get selling inside a day. So I think from a do-it-yourself perspective, to get online and get trading has never been easier. We even, at Ozow, as an example, give entrepreneurs R1 million free processing every month just to get them going. And global tech has also come to the party, and I actually know some grannies who are actually selling all kinds of weird and wonderful things online.
What kind of weird and wonderful things are being sold by grannies online?
So there's an awesome story in Durbanville outside Cape Town, where there was an old age home, and everybody took all their church raffle fate items, and one of the grandkids put up a little Shopify website, and yeah, then they took to digital channels to start selling the Cook Sisters and their biscuits and all the baked goods. And yeah, it's actually become a little bit of a local success story.
It was so cute. Thank you very much, Nick French, Head of Commercial at Ozow.